Ugh. No. Yeah, fuck you. Literally F you. Hold on. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Rod7435. Obviously, I just watched the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight. I wanted to give out a big F you to Floyd. That was a bullshit TKO. But you knew that if he had held on a little bit longer, he would have been able to at least caught, you know, that next upcoming round for him to regain his, I guess, his momentum. But overall, boxing match between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor unfortunately lost by TKO victory from Floyd. So, oh, hooray, hooray, 50 and 0, Rocky Marciano level. Okay, whatever. But the thing is that my whole thoughts on the whole fight, how I predicted things. I was thinking Conor was going to be able to take Floyd down, but I think it was a little bit too overrated that Conor was not going to be the type of hitter where he was going to be able to take Floyd down. But then again, if you put it into the perspective of, the hitting game and trying to put people in a certain turnbuckle in the boxing ring itself, along with the straps, it makes it a hell lot harder, especially when you're trying to hit somebody and then, like basically like the solid weight of the glove, does not really connect, too well. So it really depends on how much of like the leg work that you have in the ring because like oh well, let me give props to Connor for really lasting 10 rounds, up against Floyd. That was a really good fight. In my honest opinion, I know many people would have just laughed because they're just like, oh, haha, so Connor lost his fight, so that means Floyd is like the best boxer ever. Well, yeah, you could take that title, but I mean, in my eyes, I think Connor literally outbested most people's, opinions of how he was going to go down in this fight, and I think that with his talking, he was able to back it up to Floyd that I will last up against you, but two more fucking rounds, that would have been it. That would have been probably Connor's like a decision because like through rounds 1 through 5, Connor was doing pretty damn good, but like when it came down to 6 through 8, that's when it was neck and neck. Like basically that was too hard to tell because Floyd was getting weary himself. So when you put that into perfect narrative that, oh well, Floyd, he wasn't really trying too much, but he was just trying to conserve his energy, and that's why when Draymond Green was fucking saying that, oh well, Floyd, he has like the best hands ever in boxing. No, I don't think so. I think there was a whole different spectrum on how that fight went down. But even with people like Clarissa Shields, which I love you, girl, much love out to you. Hope you win your next fight, along with Kenya, Katie, yada yada yada, Iman. Yes, 1,000, great, female fighters worldwide. Yes, female boxing is better than men's boxing. But no, back to the fight. No, Connor just had it coming. He knew that, one punch to his face because this is what got me really effing mad. He was not giving Floyd, the defensive a barrier so that way Floyd can get tired. Cause I know that I don't, get into boxing, as a physical thing, but I have done boxing as like a training course with a few friends that do MMA. But the first thing you do in boxing is always keep your hands up. I don't care if it's a street fight. I don't care if I'm in Taekwondo, which I used to do Taekwondo. Highest level was like orange belt, but no, I could have went black belt. Like I mean, like I'm like as of now, like I can fight, but I don't do that because I'm like nigga, like coder, bro, trying to become a like a developer. But no, basically that's how, boxing really works. It's like you just keep your hands up. You have to make sure the combos are good, and you try to, distribute good punches to make sure that your stamina along with your hitting power is not taking everything like, up by a major toll. So when you do that, you try to make sure that your level of speed and caliber is just on par, because certain rounds you have to make sure that you have enough energy before you can go back out there. So that's what makes it a lot more difficult. See, now this is where most fighters, which I probably would probably say that they're gonna be, surprised enough that Connor actually did survive 10 rounds. So I would think, to the slightest opinion, like out of what they're gonna say is like, oh, Floyd beat that nigga Connor, coming from the few ignorant boxers. But I mean, for like the most well respected, at least I can say that, or at least what I would want to think they would say, oh, much love out to Connor, he did a good job, but with the best fighters usually come out, a little bit better. But I'm pretty sure they gave him Connor loads of respect after that fight. It's just that Connor, he just had let the bad, like, basically let the bad luck come into him, and Floyd caught him, surprisingly, and that's just what made Connor lose. But no, no, no. I think it was just bullshit because the ref thought Connor was literally going to just get knocked out. Like, okay, like, I put it like this: if Connor got knocked down, how would you have thought that would have went down? Versus Floyd hitting you, and then he somehow gets, called for the TKO victory because, oh, he had two hits to his face. Versus, that's kind of similar to when, uh, oh wow, like, basically that's kind of similar to what women do when they hit you like 2 3 times, and then, like, if you're not defending yourself, then that's when ref can call TKO victory. But for men, there's plenty of guys that hit each other like 5 6 times, and then after that, let the ref doesn't call a TKO. They just wait at, they wait like 10 15 seconds in, and then they call TKO. So, like, it's just so weird because it's like, I knew, no, no, I knew throughout this fight Floyd was gonna try the biggest bullshit, like a mechanism to try to get Connor into the turnbuckle, and then make Connor just, at least, evade, and then Floyd can just keep blocking, run away, hit Connor a few times, and then once he finds a good little spot, oh, then bam, he somehow gets him. And like, if you see like the hits that Floyd has done, he didn't even hit Connor to a high extent. Connor, which I probably would say after this post fight interview that he'll do, or probably even from his perspective out of what he's, dealt with, he can at least say, yeah, Floyd isn't really a hard hitter, but he probably just got, tired, and that's, like, one of like the factors in boxing, in which, yes, people were right. Connor, he has a little bit of a conditioning problem, but I say due to 10 rounds survived instead of 4 or 5 or 6, that's really good coming out of your first outing in boxing. But see, to all the Connor haters, which I know, including YouTubers like Cash Nasty, who is a Connor fan like me, but I mean, Connor worked his ass, like when he was going up against Nate Diaz twice. And for all the Nate Diaz haters, you fucking said that Connor lost because Nate knocked him out, or he was close to knocking him out. But no, that wasn't true. Connor messed him up, and he got his face screwed over. And then Nate, he was lucky enough to get Connor to the submission ground, and that's when Connor lost, right? So that's why Connor lost. Not just because of boxing, because Connor knows how to fight. But Nate was supposed to be a boxer, not a submission artist. Which Connor, he could have done that to Nate, but Nate was mostly into boxing. So that comes to show that Connor can fight. He can put his hands up and actually let combos fly. And then Jose Aldo was supposed to beat Connor, and what? Jose Aldo was supposed to be a good boxer as well, or what? Guys like, I don't know, like a Dustin Poirier, right? Yeah, he was supposed to be a good boxer. He was actually like top, yeah, he was like top tier UFC fighter onto yeah, like right onto the rankings for title contention. So he was supposed to lose to him. So what does that mean for you to say that after this fight, Connor is supposed to be a wussy, or he's just not good and he fucking sucks. So no, that doesn't prove anything. I love Conor McGregor, no homo, but long live the Irish, long live Ireland, and long live green, white, and orange. So I will forever, keep that fight in my, memories. And yeah, hopefully for Conor's future, man, if he really wants to, well, I don't think any rematch will be coming between him and Floyd. I think Floyd is done after this, but um, yeah, I'd say for Conor's future, if he wants to continue boxing, hey, go right ahead. But I mean, for the UFC, I could see it, like proud and strong. And yeah, I just want Conor to win at least three more titles or six. So hopefully Conor can do well. And back to the whole like Floyd thing. Just to let you know, just because Floyd had won 100 million plus extra dollars, that doesn't mean that Floyd had actually like said to Conor like before this whole fight that, oh, Conor wants me, I don't want him. When Conor literally said out of his words that Floyd wanted him instead of Conor wanting to fight Floyd. So basically Floyd wanted to take on Conor regardless of the fact that he knew what was coming, and he had realized that Conor was a phenomenal fighter after the Eddie Alvarez fight. So just to put it into all of conclusion, Floyd, as good as a fighter as he is, you still had, the favoritism shifted towards you because you knew that you wanted Conor to fight you. But not only that, you actually got given that TKO. If I was in Conor's shoes, I would have clinched hard and I would have been able to probably gotten two good rounds at 11 and 12, and then hey, if decision is still up to you, or if I somehow luckily won by that decision, then I would have been happy enough to take that fight, as a win or as a loss. But much love to the Conor McGregor fans. Man, fuck you TNT fans, but nah, not all, not all. Okay, I'm sorry, but much love to all the boxing athletes and the boxing fans. To a good amount of them, not all of them, but that's the same thing with UFC. But hope you guys like it. Please sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm about to go to bed, but I'll see you guys later, and peace.